Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make the cover up, and if you want another video I can show you how you can make the top. But recently I posted a video of how to make an easy top, so I think that you can follow that idea and just match the colors or the combinations that you want. You will be able to make this cover up with the longer that you want, but remember that if you want to make it longer, well, you will need more material than the one that I will ask. For this cover up I use 500 grams of this material that is between light and fine weight yarn, and I will use the hook of number 3 or 3.5 millimeters according how you crochet. But well, I want that you enjoy this class with me, and well, I'm sharing this idea because we are in summer right now and you can use it with your bikini under. But if in the city where you live it's winter, well, also you can make it and use it with a turtleneck under. But well, let's don't lose more time. I will give you a step by step, and before I want to invite all of you to subscribe and to watch this video till the end. Well, thank you so much, and now let's start. Well, with one thread and with our hook we are going to start making some chains. We are going to start in the bottom and from the back. We are going to make this cover up in one piece. So after we make the back, there we are going to divide to make the two fronts. So well, this is how we are going to start making a loop and making chains. I was trying to make this cover up in a small size, but guess what? I think that also for me in my size, for a large size, it's perfect. So well, we are going to make 150 chains. And well, I think that this idea, it's a UNISIZE. I think that it will be perfect for any size. But while we are going to make 150 chains, we are going to make them a little bit loose, please relax and enjoy. Well, when we finish to make the 150 chains, we will make 5 chains more. So here we have 3, 4, and 5. Then we are going to come back and count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chains. And right there we are going to make the first double crochet. This double crochet will be out of 3 crochet. So we take 1, 2, and 3. You see? Okay, so then we are going to make 2 chains. We will skip one, and in the next one we are going to make the double crochet out of 3 crochet. Well, here I want that you see where I exactly insert the hook. I'm taking both parts of the chain, so it's very important too. We are going to make 2 chains, and now this time we are going to skip 2 spaces and make the double crochet next to it. So we are going to continue like this. Once we are going to skip 1 space, and then once we are going to skip 2. Like this is how the stitch will go, and at the end we must have 59 squares. And well, I suggest that also in this part you make it a little bit loose. If not, it will look too tight and the stitch won't look that good. So well, see you when we finish to make and when we have 59 squares like this one. Remember, once you are going to skip 1 space and once you are going to skip 2, and always making 2 chains between. Well, here at the end I already count and I have 59 squares, okay? Then we will turn around and I will go up with 4 chains. Please make sure that you have this number because we are going to make a drawing. So it's important. So once you have the 4 chains, we will turn over and we are going to make a double crochet over the last double crochet. Then 2 chains and again double crochet over double crochet. So like this we are going to make 9, okay? Squares over a square. Well, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 squares, right? Then we are going to make 2 double crochet inside and then double crochet over double crochet. And then again we will repeat. We are going to make 9 squares and then we are going to make 1 with 2 double crochet inside. Like this is how we are going to continue the whole row, making 9 squares, and then we are going to complete one. Well, at the end of the row we are going to finish 2 chains and making the last double crochet for the edge, right? Then we will turn around, we will go up with 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and then we will make double crochet over double crochet, then again 2 chains, double crochet over double crochet. Well, this is how we are going to continue, and then when we arrive here we are going to make the double crochet here inside, then over the last double crochet we are going to leave it empty, and then next to it we are going to make double crochet. So we are going to create a kind of V. I will show you the drawing that we are going to make so you have an idea. Well, so here let me show you. This is the wrong side. Okay, so this is the bottom. This is where we are exactly. So here is where we started, do you remember? Then we are here. We are going to make the double crochet in the sides, and in the next row we are going to make it like this also in the sides. So we are going to open the drawing. We made 6 rows like this. And then here, both lines of the drawing will meet, okay, will join, and then we will start all over again to start with the next diamond. I want to show you because I don't know if you could tell, but here we have this diamond. So we are going to make this drawing through all the stitch, following the sequence that I already gave you. And we are going to continue like this until we get the length that we want, until we arrive to the shoulder. So far I have this diamond. We have 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 and 5 diamonds. And well, in my case, and according to the number of skeins of yarns that I gave you, I think it's enough. So I will stop right there. I won't make more diamonds, and from here we will divide to make one front, then to have the back, and then the second front. So from the 59 squares that we had, we are going to count to have 24. Okay, it's very important that you have your markers. So we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, now that I found this, it's very important that you leave your long threads so later you can hide, okay, with an embroidery needle. It's very important if we want to make sure that our project lasts forever. But well, later I will show you how we are going to hide all these threads. So well, we are going to count 24. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. We even count this stitch until we have 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And right here we will put the marker. Then in the other side also we will have 24. So then in the middle we are going to count and we will have 11 at the end. And in both sizes we are going to put the markers, right? And now we are going to continue with the same stitch, but we are going to continue making one piece apart. So we will make one front, one back, and one second front. So we will continue making the same stitch and following the drawing. I also already count out how many rows I made for the first part, and I made 52 rows, okay? And remember that with these 52 rows we made 5 diamonds, okay? So we will continue making the same number of rows for this first front. So far I will continue with the same stitch, but only with this number of stitches, and in the other side with the 24 stitches we will do the same. Well, here I found a black stage so you can see it better. As you could see here, how we increase the number of squares and we put the double crochet in each sizes, and then we will close to meet the lines, and then by itself we are going to create the diamonds. I suggest that you count the number of rows that you make because it happened to me that I was creating other kind of diamond with a side longer than the other, so it was a mess. So please check your drawing. Well, we are going to continue. Remember, first we are going to make one front. And well, here following the instructions, here instead of having only one, I made two, and then to close the row to finish, I will make the last double crochet here where the marker is. Then we will turn around, we will go up with 3 chains plus 3 chains between each double crochet, and then I will continue with the drawing. And the stitch by itself will tell you what it's next. Okay, so please pay attention. We are going to continue until we have the 52 rows. Well, guess what? I finally finished both fronts, and here is the space for the neck. It was kind of adventure because it requires your attention and that you be counting, but the result will be worth it. So I hope that so far you make it, and check your drawing, check the shape of the diamonds, and well, once you are ready and you are sure what you made, well, let's continue with the next steps. So we are going to fold it exactly in half like this, and well, we are going to match both pieces like this. Remember that it's okay, you just choose the size that you like the most. The wrong or the right side are correct, because remember that we were turning our project while we were making the rows, so both sizes are correct. And well, we are going to join the sides. I will show you how, and we are going to leave a space for the armhole to make the sleeve. We are going to calculate more or less the space of our arm. And well, once you are sure of the space, we are going to put a marker right there. But well, I will start in the bottom. I will start from the bottom to the top. So we are going to perfectly meet both sizes, and I will make a single crochet. This is how I like to join the pieces. Actually, this is an easy way to do it. If you have other projects that you wonder how to join them, well, this technique it's helpful. So well, we are going to join both pieces like this, making single crochet, joining both the stitches like this. Please make sure that you respect the number of stitches that you have, because if not, the shape of our cover up will distort. So please be careful there and do not tie too much, or also do not add extra stitches, because then the edge will look weird. Okay, so pay attention and take care of these small details. Well, so far I count and I already joined 36 squares. Okay, so I count the spaces and I have 36, and this will be the space for the armhole. I will tell you exactly how many centimeters, so you can take it as a reference, because also it will depend of how you crochet your squares. So for example, here we have 22 centimeters. Okay, so well, now that we are here, we are going to make the last row for the edge of our sleeve. As you could see, you will decide if you want that this be your wrong or your right side. You will see which side you like better, and well, in this case I like this side more, so I will turn around, and right here I will start making the sleeve. I will show you how. Well, basically I will just make a last row for the edge. If you want, you can make the sleeve or leave it like this as a vest. So I will make shells stitch, sorry, and also I told you that this material is optional. In this case, just to give a little twist, I will put this fantasy yarn. So I will go up with 3 chains. Then in the same space, I will make a double crochet. Then again in the same space, I will put a second double crochet. Then I will calculate the space and insert the hook. It could be either in the double crochet or here in the middle of this square, and this will be the first shell. Again, 1, 2, 3 chains, then yarn over, insert the hook in the same place, make a double crochet. As you could see, I make the double crochet out of 3 crochet. In the same place, a second double crochet, and I will calculate the space and I will make a single crochet. Like this is how I will continue all around the sleeve. At the end, count how many shells do you have in one side to make the same number in the other side too. Also, we are going to make this stitch in the fronts and around the neck, and in the bottom we are going to decorate with some fringes, okay? And I will show you how. Well, you can take a notebook or so as a reference. Approximately here we have 50 centimeters. We are going to wrap around 1, then let's make, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then here we are going to cut. Here I already cut. And we are going to take these threads and we are going to place them in these squares that we have here in the bottom. So we are going to leave one space, and then in the other we are going to put the fringe that we made, okay? We are going to use our hook. It will be easier. And well, like this is how we are going to make the rest. As you could see here, we have these threads. I suggest that you make a knot right there, or that you, with the lighter, you burn a little bit there the tips so they won't open, because later with the time this yarn can damage. Well, we are going to repeat the same all around in the bottom of our cover up, and we are going to make one fringe, then we are going to skip one space, and then in the next one we are going to put, you see? This is how I made it. And well, with this we finished. Please don't forget to iron very soft and gently with a protection under. Use fabric to cover it and to protect it. Don't put the iron directly to the project. And now let's see how it looks. Well, so what do you think? Look how beautiful it is. I think the size and long it's perfect. Even if you want to make this for a small size or for a large size, I think it's perfect for everybody, for every size. If you want, you can make it with less rows in the bottom to make it shorter, but like this as a beach cover up, I think it's perfect. You can put your bikini under, or also for the winter you can put a turtleneck in the bottom and you can wear it like this, or just with a spaghetti straps top, and you will look so pretty. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to share this video if you like it. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for coming videos. Take care. Bye bye.